Welcome back. Today, I'm going to explain you an action, crime and drama film, called The Dark Knight. Sit back, relax and enjoy the video. The movie starts with a bunch of men wearing clown masks robbing a bank where a mob keeps their money. There were originally 5 clowns who planned to share the loot. They argue that a 6th guy, called the Joker, who planned the robbery but didn't take part, doesn't deserve a share. As the robbery continues, the clowns start killing each other to get a bigger share, until a school bus crashes into the bank, killing another clown. A bank manager, who was shot for trying to fight the clowns, warns the last clown that he's in over his head. This last clown turns out to be the Joker himself. The Joker puts a fake grenade into the manager's mouth and steals the bank's money using the school bus, which joins a line of other school buses as the police arrive. Then we see Gotham City at night. The criminals are scared to act because of the bat signal in the sky. Lieutenant James Gordon and Det. Ana Ramirez wait for Batman. Meanwhile, the Scarecrow, who escaped from Arkham Asylum, tries to sell some drugs to the Russian mob. Some people dressed like Batman interrupt the sale, but the real Batman shows up and stops them. The Scarecrow tries to run away, but Batman catches him. Batman leaves the Scarecrow, some mobsters, and the fake Batman for the police. Meanwhile at the bank, Gordon arrives to investigate the robbery, and out of nowhere Batman suddenly appears. Batman and Gordon discuss the Joker and the irradiated drug money, which will help trace the mob. The next day, Bruce Wayne, Batman's real identity, watches over District Attorney Harvey Dent and wonders if he can trust him. Alfred, Bruce's butler, warns him to be careful. Bruce is also interested in Dent's relationship with Rachel Dawes. In court, Dent and Rachel try to prosecute mobster Salvatore Maroni, but Maroni's man tries to shoot Dent. Dent fights back and Maroni walks free. Dent and Gordon meet and share their distrust of each other's colleagues. Harvey wants to meet Batman, so he asks Gordon about it. He also wants to check 5 banks that might have mob money. Harvey trusts Gordon and calls him the White Knight of Gotham, but Harvey hints at a nickname for Gordon that Gordon pretends not to know. Lucius Fox from Wayne Enterprises is talking to Lau from Lau Security Investments about a business deal. Bruce Wayne, however, doesn't trust Lau's business. He tells Fox he wants a new suit that's lighter and allows him to move more easily. Later, Harvey and Rachel are having dinner when they bump into Bruce and his date, a Russian ballet dancer. Bruce owns the restaurant, so they all have dinner together. Bruce is a bit jealous of Harvey, who's dating Rachel, but he changes his mind when Harvey says he supports Batman. Bruce promises to host a fundraising party for Harvey. At the same time, the mob is worried because their banks are being searched. Lau, on a plane back to Hong Kong, tells them he moved all their money to a safe place. Meanwhile, the Joker shows up and tells the mob they need to kill Batman. He offers to do it for half their money. He also warns them that Batman will go after Lau. The mob doesn't take him seriously until he shows them he has grenades. Joker leaves, saying they can call him when they're ready. Harvey and Gordon use the bat signal to meet Batman. They argue about corruption in their departments and ask Batman to bring Lau back from Hong Kong to testify against the mob. Batman agrees. Fox shows Bruce his new suit, and they plan a trip to Hong Kong to cancel their deal with Lau. Meanwhile, the Joker tricks Gamble, a mobster, pretending to be dead and then killing him. He tells Gamble's men they can join him, but there's only one spot open. They have to fight each other to the death for it. Fox goes to Hong Kong to meet Lau and uses a cell phone to create a sonar map of the building. That night, Batman breaks into the building, fights Lau's guards, and kidnaps Lau. Back in Gotham, Rachel, Dent, and Gordon interrogate Lau, who eventually agrees to cooperate and give them names of mob members. They round up and arrest the mobsters, but the Joker leaves a threatening card for them. Dent, Gordon, and Commissioner Loeb meet with the mayor and warn him that their actions will draw the attention of Gotham's underworld. Suddenly, a dead man dressed as Batman and made up like the Joker smashes against the window. A video surfaces of the Joker killing the man and threatening to kill people daily until Batman reveals his true identity. At Dent's fundraiser in Wayne's penthouse, Bruce arrives with models and publicly supports Dent. Rachel is upset with Bruce for making fun of Dent, but Bruce assures her that he truly believes in Dent. Bruce and Rachel are joined by Dent, who takes Rachel aside to propose. Gordon discovers DNA on the Joker's card that matches Loeb, Dent, and Judge Cirillo, who's trying the mobsters. Gordon interprets this as a threat and takes steps to protect them. However, both Cirillo and Loeb are killed before they can be protected. Back at the fundraiser, the Joker and his henchmen crash the party. Bruce hides Dent and tells Rachel to stay hidden. When the Joker starts looking for Dent, Rachel confronts him. The Joker grabs Rachel and tells her a different version of his scar story. He claims that he carved his face to make his scarred wife smile, but she left him. After Rachel fights him off, Batman arrives and a fight ensues. The Joker dangles Rachel out a window and, when Batman demands her release, he drops her. Batman jumps out the window and saves Rachel. The next day, Bruce ponders the Joker's motives. Alfred recounts a story of a man in Burma who killed for sport and didn't care about riches, suggesting that the Joker might be similarly anarchic. Batman overhears a plot against Harvey Dent and arrives at a crime scene with Gordon and Ramirez. They find 2 murdered policemen with the surnames Harvey and Dent, and a newspaper hinting at the mayor's death. Coleman Reese, an accountant at Wayne Enterprises, meets with Fox and tries to blackmail him with the knowledge of Bruce's secret life as Batman and Fox's designs for the Batmobile. Fox brushes off his threats. Fox and Bruce reconstruct a bullet from the murder scene and find a fingerprint. Bruce traces it to an apartment overseeing Commissioner Loeb's funeral. At the funeral, the Joker, disguised as an honor guard member, attempts to shoot the mayor, but Gordon jumps in the way and appears to die. Following the incident, Dent calls Rachel, informs her that she's a target, and tells her to hide in Bruce's penthouse. Gordon's family is informed of his death, and his wife angrily blames Batman for the chaos in Gotham. Batman apprehends Maroni in a club, seeking information about the Joker. Maroni reveals that he doesn't know where the Joker is, highlighting the Joker's unpredictability and rule-breaking nature. Later, Dent interrogates the captured honor guard member using his father's lucky coin to decide his fate. Batman intervenes, telling Dent that the man, Thomas Schiff, is a paranoid schizophrenic and won't yield any useful information. Batman advises Dent to hold a press conference and offers to turn himself in to draw out the Joker. In his penthouse, Bruce and Rachel discuss his plan to reveal himself as Batman. Rachel is opposed, believing it won't stop the Joker and will prevent them from being together. Nonetheless, Bruce and Alfred begin to destroy any evidence linking them to Batman. At the press conference, despite Harvey's attempts to sway the public, the people demand Batman be held accountable for the chaos in Gotham. In a surprising twist, Harvey claims to be Batman and is arrested. Rachel confronts Alfred about Bruce letting Harvey take the fall, to which Alfred explains Batman's symbolic role. As Harvey is transported in a police convoy, he expects to be attacked by the Joker and for Batman to intervene. As predicted, the Joker and his henchmen attack the convoy. When the Joker damages the tumbler with an RPG, Batman ejects on the Batpod, a motorcycle that deploys from the front of the tumbler. Batman ultimately manages to flip the Joker's truck using cables fired from the Batpod. The Joker attempts to goad Batman into killing him, but Batman adheres to his non-lethal code, resulting in a crash. The Joker is then apprehended by Lieutenant Gordon, who had faked his death. Gordon is promoted to commissioner, while the Joker reveals that he is Harvey and Rachel in separate explosive rigged locations, forcing Batman to choose who to save. Batman and the police rush to save them, while Harvey and Rachel express their love for each other. The Joker, however, escapes from prison using a phone-triggered explosive planted inside his cellmate. Batman arrives at Harvey's location, while Rachel dies in the explosion at hers. The explosion also badly burns Harvey's face, and he is taken to the hospital. Batman visits him, leaving behind the two-headed coin, one side of which is now burnt. Alfred reads a letter from Rachel revealing she intended to marry Harvey. Bruce, devastated by Rachel's death, blames himself. Alfred chooses not to give Bruce Rachel's letter, believing the timing isn't right. In the hospital, Harvey, grieving Rachel's loss and horrified by his disfigurement, becomes increasingly bitter. Meanwhile, Commissioner Gordon visits him, expressing his sorrow and questioning Harvey's refusal of painkillers and skin grafts. Harvey, fueled by anger and grief, accuses Gordon of not taking his warnings about the corrupt officer seriously, leading to his disfigurement and Rachel's death. Upon seeing Sal Maroni, Gordon learns that the Joker has crossed a line for even the Mafia, and Maroni hints at where the Joker might be found. Meanwhile, Wayne's accountant Reese tries to reveal Batman's identity on a news show, but is interrupted by the Joker, who threatens to blow up a hospital unless Reese is killed within an hour. This sparks a citywide scramble to protect Reese and evacuate the hospitals. The Joker, disguised as a nurse, meets with Harvey Dent, encourages him to embrace anarchy, and offers him a pistol. Two-Face, now believing in the randomness of the world, flips his coin to decide the Joker's fate. The coin lands in Joker's favor, allowing him to leave the hospital just as it explodes. On a televised broadcast, the Joker takes over Gotham and advises anyone unwilling to participate in his game to leave, implying a difficult escape via the bridges. Simultaneously, Two-Face kills Detective Wirtz after determining through a coin flip that Wirtz played a role in Rachel's kidnapping. In response, Batman uses sonar technology to convert all Gotham's cell phones into a surveillance system, aiming to locate the Joker. Despite his objection to the invasion of privacy, Fox agrees to help under the condition the machine is destroyed after use. As Two-Face continues hunting down the corrupt individuals involved in Rachel's abduction, he learns from Maroni that another dirty cop, Ramirez, was involved. When Maroni's coin flip lands clean, Two-Face spares him but kills his driver, causing a car crash. Elsewhere, two ferries filled with criminals and innocent citizens respectively depart from Gotham due to the Joker's threats. Both ferries lose power and discover they are rigged with explosives and given detonators. The Joker's voice explains the grim situation: either ferry can choose to destroy the other to survive, otherwise, he will destroy both at midnight. Chaos ensues on the boats as passengers grapple with the moral conundrum presented by the Joker. Fox locates the Joker in a half-constructed building, and Batman notifies Gordon before heading towards the location. Simultaneously, Two-Face manipulates Ramirez into luring Gordon's family to Rachel's death site. Despite Ramirez's pleas for mercy, Two-Face flips his coin to decide her fate and spares her, only knocking her unconscious. Upon arriving at the Joker's location, Gordon receives a distress call from his family and rushes off to save them. As Batman infiltrates the building, he realizes the hostages and goons are in disguise and manages to protect the real hostages while disabling the goons. In a confrontation with the Joker, Batman is beaten down and trapped under a metal beam. Back at the ferries, a large convict convinces the warden to hand over the detonator, only to toss it overboard, preventing anyone from blowing up the other boat. On the other ferry, despite a decision to detonate the criminal ferry, no one is able to go through with the act. The Joker expresses his disappointment in the two boats' inability to commit to his sadistic game. As the Joker prepares to destroy both boats, Batman disarms him and sends him over the edge of the building, only to save him using his grappling tool. Batman leaves to find Harvey as the SWAT team captures the Joker. At the scene where Rachel died, Gordon finds Two-Face holding his family hostage. Two-Face intends to make Gordon suffer as he did, threatening the life of Gordon's son, Jimmy. Batman arrives in time and is shot by Two-Face after a coin flip. Another coin flip spares Two-Face himself. As he prepares to decide Jimmy's fate, Batman tackles him. Batman manages to hand Jimmy over to Gordon but falls to the ground next to a motionless Two-Face. Descending to check on Batman, Gordon listens as Batman expresses his fear that the Joker has ultimately won by corrupting Harvey Dent. The exposure of Dent's criminal acts would devastate Gotham's faith and risk the release of criminals Dent had helped to imprison, leading to more chaos. Batman decides to shoulder the blame for the murders to preserve Gotham's peace and to prevent the Joker from winning. A series of events follows: a memorial for Harvey Dent with Commissioner Gordon and other members of the Gotham City Police Department in attendance, Gordon destroying the bat signal, Alfred burning Rachel's note, and Lucius Fox shutting down the sonar machine, appearing pleased. As the police start chasing him, Batman makes his escape. Gordon tells his son that while Harvey Dent was the hero Gotham needed, Batman is the hero Gotham deserves. In a final declaration, Gordon labels Batman a silent guardian, a watchful protector, a dark knight. Make sure to subscribe our channel for more videos like this. Thank you and have a nice day.